Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 27, Lance over the middle, complete to Samuel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Lance. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Touchdown here. Great play offensively. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On first down, here's Mon. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, it's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play action. Now it's Lance. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. A give. This is Cook. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chase Young in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lance. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And they go play action here. Mon.
He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Off the play fake. Mon.
And complete right side to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
To number 89. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Cook. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mon. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty.
Certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Lance now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Hawkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mon now off of play action. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Mon looks to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And Lance now to throw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Lance looks to throw again. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 9, Mon. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
That ball caught by Slayton and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A handoff for Gibson.
A strong running. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Lance.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down.
Steps away to his left. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mon going to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 4. Now Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. but he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Here's Mon. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Lance. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. For Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Vikings 48, Washington 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Washington going to send out their punter.
As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taking it around the 40.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Mon looks to throw. Catch made by Slayton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week